All right, give it up for Mallory.
Okay, so my name is Mallory. I'm a senior in film, and for my Zenith, I decided to make advertisement. So for project planning, first step would be to choose a company to work with. So I chose to do my dad's company, just honestly out of pure convenience. And so then after choosing a company, you kind of have to understand what the company is and kind of like their goals of what they would want an ad to market to. So they're a biomedical device company. And talking with my dad, I kind of asked him like the target audience he wanted. And so there was pretty much 3 different audiences. So first one would be like 30 to 50-year-old men. Second one would be 30 to 50-year-old women. And then the third one is kind of just like Gen Z or like students. And so after understanding the target audiences, I just did some research on kind of what type of ad would be most effective for each audience. So for the first one, I found that a mini documentary ad would be the most effective. And so what that is, like if you know what a documentary is, it's just kind of filled with interviews and B-roll. But for the ad, it also includes like brand values, building awareness, and just like talking about relevant topics for the brand. And then for the second audience, it was a how-to ad, which is kind of just a step-by-step ad and just like instructions on how to use the product. And then for the third audience, for Gen Z, I decided a bumper ad would be the most effective. And that is pretty much just like what you would see, like if you're watching YouTube and you get an ad, it's like 6 seconds, you can't skip, and yeah. And so if you want like a more visual representation of the planning, here's an outline for my first ad. And so this was the mini documentary, and here's my mood board. And when I was first planning this, I thought I was gonna do the step-by-step for the audience of like the 30 to 50-year-old men, but I decided to switch that. So you can kind of see with the mood board, I have the arrows, but that's not really relevant for the mini documentary. But yeah, so for this, I wanted to appeal to the desire for nuance and just like health optimization. So kind of focusing on facts and data. So for the second ad, the how-to ad, again, 30 to 50-year-old women, and I kind of wanted to target like women, especially moms, but also they don't have to be moms, but just women who are really tired and want more energy, and kind of just appealing to their emotions. So here's my mood board for that. And then for my third ad, the bumper ad, this one, it's just kind of, again, because it's very short, so it's very fast, very simple, direct, getting to the point, and just kind of appealing to the desire to be more focused, especially when studying. So, yeah.
So at Next Sense, over the past 5 years, we've been dedicated to discovering parts of the brain that have really been locked behind sleep clinics and hospitals, expensive bills, and a lot of expertise. What we have come to realize is that the brain is kind of this undiscovered or untapped sixth sense. The brain is also, has a lot of binary signals that we're able to, read and understand to help people really understand themselves in a way that you can see on a phone screen. This is really about helping people be able to live life more fully. And we really believe that all comes down and is centered in this idea of health democracy. This idea that everybody should have access to their own health data.
So that was the first one, the mini doc. Here is the second one, the step-by-step.
Tired of snoozing alarms and still waking up exhausted? You're not alone. When your days are non-stop, real rest can feel out of reach. But what if the answer wasn't more coffee, but better recovery? Introducing NextSense Tone Buds, wellness earbuds designed for women who do it all and need rest that actually works. Here's how. Step 1, pop them in before bed. Step 2, open the app and select your personalized rest program. Step 3, let the science-backed frequencies do the rest. You'll wake up refreshed, energized, and finally yourself again. Because rest isn't a luxury, it's your right, and you deserve to feel good again. NextSense Tone Buds. Feel the difference. Sleep redefined.
So I have one more, but thank you. So this one, the bumper ad is going to be short. So kind of reflecting back, I definitely really enjoyed going into marketing. It's something that I want to do in the future, so I'm glad that I kind of got a glimpse of that and some practice, and so I definitely learned a lot. But some things two main things that I struggled with, it was really with editing. But first of all, just pretty much, or I guess 2 out of the 3 ads were longer than I wanted it to be, and I just struggled to make it short because I just felt anytime I cut it down, I just thought I was losing important information. So that's something I can work on in the future. And another thing with editing, it's just, especially with the mini documentary, like, I've done a documentary in film class, but I was trying to figure out how I can edit it differently for an ad compared to a normal documentary. So yeah, but overall, I am pretty happy with the products. So.
I just want to say, I feel like when you first mentioned the idea of, a documentary being an ad, I didn't really understand, what that meant. But I feel like when you showed yours, it seems like ads that I see all the time on, YouTube and stuff, and it looked really real. I also liked, the kind of, animated parts in it. Yeah, I thought that looked really good and, really professional.
Thank you. Yeah.
What were some of the, ads that you watched beforehand to get an idea for, what to do and stuff?
Yeah, well, so first when I was doing research, I just found this, really good website that was pretty much breaking down, pretty much every type of ad there is. So they gave an example for each, and then if I wanted another example, I would just go on YouTube and just try and search up mini documentary ads, stuff like that. So yeah.
Do you actually use tone buds?
Well, so right now they haven't hit the consumer market, so but I have tried them out before and slept with them. Yeah, so watch out for that. Yeah.
Did you like them? Are they good?
Yes, yeah, I like them. I do think that because it's something that I would want to use because I do want more energy, and I just think it is good to prioritize sleep and good sleep and have a good routine. And I think it is helpful to look at data because you can just have, because something like this, I just feel like it's very easy and simple, and it takes, you don't have to do the hard science work. It does it for you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How has this project changed the way that you view advertisements?
Yeah, so let me think. That's a good question. I think I can really, when I watch an ad, I think now I can just try and break down really who the target audience is for and kind of how, what strategies they're using to do that, and kind of just almost watching out for it because, marketing, it is persuasion. So, yeah.
how was it to collaborate with a client?
Yeah, so obviously it was a different experience because, you know, I was working with my dad, and so you wouldn't really have that established relationship if you're working with any other client. But it did make it easier, but I think also because it is my dad, it's just he's more involved, kind of. Yeah, but it was fine. Yeah.
Oh my god. Did your dad like tell you what he wanted to see like from the products, or did he kind of did you have like the full control over what you wanted?
Yeah, well, so when I was asking him about target audiences, well, first he was just thinking of one ad, but then when I was talking with Mr. Taylor about this project, we decided it'd be better to do 3 separate ones. So he, when I was talking with my dad originally, he just wanted like the step-by-step, just to kind of show consumers, you know, how you can use it and how easy it is. But besides that, I pretty much had the freedom, and he just let me do what I thought was best. Yeah.
What does your dad think about these ads?
I showed them to him this morning. He likes them. He'll show them to his team.
Are you gonna get paid? Maybe?
Maybe, yeah. I think if I had more time and prioritized this with the time I had, I definitely could have made them better. But yeah, we'll see.